Hi guys, Ben here. So I want to talk a little bit about COVID-19 and productivity. So let's go to the beginning when this just started out. Okay, in Singapore, like a few places were going to lockdown. Singapore was one of the last few places that went on lockdown. We don't call it a lockdown, we call it circuit breaker, okay, whatever. So before we went on an actual lockdown where you can't leave the house, for a lot of creative freelancers, we kind of experienced a lot of events getting cancelled, so there's a lot of events, photography gigs or design jobs or campaigns that just weren't happening. And for me, I was actually getting, I got a lot of my gigs cancelled. I was getting a few gigs right until the actual lockdown begin. So there were some events that got cancelled, and I was supposed to do videos for those events with the artists, since they can't exhibit anymore. And I did the first half of it, and then I felt yeah, we're not allowed to leave the house unless it's for essential things. So at the start of this lockdown period, right, we kind of saw a lot of articles coming out about how to be productive. Oh, we're gonna leave this lockdown period with abs. We're gonna work out. We're gonna learn how to cook. We're gonna do all these things. We can be hyper productive. And then in about I think 2 to 3 weeks later, we saw the impact and I guess the social pressure of that, where people were starting to produce articles talking about how it's okay to take it easy, it's okay to be chill, you don't need to be super productive. So I just want to talk about my experience as a full-time freelancer creative during this period of time. So I feel that you kind of need to strike a balance between these two things. On one hand, so I've heard this from people, right, whose parents are a little bit shitty. They're saying oh, who asked you go and be DJ, who asked you go and be photographer, who asked you go and do videos or whatever, now you got no job, which is fucking stupid in my opinion, because most places you can be what, a fucking waiter also, or an owner of a restaurant, and now your shit's affected, right? So I think that that's really messed up, and also that kind of adds to the point about the additional stresses that we are going through now, because some people are stuck with family members who disagree with their lifestyle or whatever. Other people are stuck with abusive spouse or other family members, and it's quite tough. Not all of us can be that super hyper productive person that thought catalog tells us to be, and the thing is, we don't have to. But at the same time, I will say this, if we don't adapt to this period of time, because for a lot of, for me, speaking as a creative freelancer, I have a lot of free time. And I guess maybe it's a millennial thing, I don't know, but I think in general, millennials, we kind of feel very pressured when we're not being productive, and when we're not acing it in life or whatever. I know for a lot of us, when we just take a break, we're oh fuck, can I take this break? Can my student debts afford me taking this break? Fuck, we feel guilty for taking breaks, and that's kind of messed up, but and it's really challenging during this period of time, because it's hard to really do anything productive now. So I just want to say that I think it's about balancing these two things, which is not feeling guilty for not being hyper productive or whatever, but at the same time not being so bored that you start getting depressed. So for me personally, when I have nothing to do and when I don't fill my time up with stuff, I've got diagnosed ADHD since I was a child. I had to take medication for that, all that shit. So in general, when I don't do things, I tend to get fucking depressed. I think it's a very, very tough thing to like balance, and I'm speaking from personal experience. Okay, if you end up feeling this pressure to be super hyper productive and oh fuck man, if I take this break, if I do nothing and just binge watch a show, am I being a fucked up lazy piece of shit kind of thing? And it for me was kind of hard to deal with that. So at the start of this circuit breaker period, I actually didn't post as much content as I used to, just because I was just trying to adapt to it. My girlfriend started working from home. I was cooking more, because usually I just cook for myself and I cook for dinner, but now I've cooked for lunch as well. So I was just trying to adapt to that, and honestly I was enjoying myself to some extent, but like after the second week I felt like fucking guilty. I'm like, oh fuck man, I'm not doing any work, you know, I need to like start producing content, like what the fuck, you know, am I being lazy? And that's when I realized that yeah, you know, if you just do nothing, you're gonna get very, very depressed, and you need to fill up your time doing things that you want to do, but just know that you're not doing it to be like more productive than someone else on social media or whatever, you know. Just do it for yourself, you know. And if you feel like you're not being productive, don't worry, you're not being stagnant. The whole world is being fucking stagnant right now, and it's not within your control. And I believe that like mental health is one of the most, no fuck that, it's like it's the most important thing in life, and we should try to like find ways to cultivate good habits that like keep us sane basically, you know, or just being aware of like our mental states. So yeah, when it comes to productivity during this COVID-19 period, I think that the goal shouldn't be productivity per se, but a good like mental health and good awareness of your mental health. And yeah, end of the day, I just think that we should keep ourselves busy and occupied, and if we can learn something new, okay, great, but don't beat ourselves up for not like producing a lot of work or a lot of content, or like learning 12 different skills, you know, because it's all right, you know, the whole world is pretty much on a standstill right now, and it's okay to give yourself some time and some breathing space if you can afford it. If you need to make money, I know that's like fucking hard, you know, like for me, I had to find ways to like sell social media like services online, you know. So I just hope everyone's doing okay, and I hope like this video helped. I'm a little bit scatterbrained right now, and I'm also trying to push myself to like make this video because I'm also kind of like a bit like bored and a bit depressed as well. So yeah, I hope this personal sharing experience thing kind of helps some of you. If it didn't, let me know. If you hate this fucking video, just leave a comment. If you like it, yeah, leave a comment as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.